Well, today we have Mr. Tyrone Estrada with us, and he has agreed very kindly to participate in my interview for Brandman University. Hi, Mr. Estrada. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I did want to reiterate that this is not completely confidential, that my professor will be reviewing the interview. Although you will not be on camera, I am the only one on camera.
That's okay with me.
All right, so I'm going to start by asking you a few questions, and then actually I'm going to have you ask me a few questions. So it's going to go that way, if you don't mind. All right, can you share with me anything that comes to mind for you that informs you of your culture?
Well, as a child, because of my last name, I never got put into the classroom with all my friends. I got put into the classroom that was bilingual.
I see. So because your last name was Estrada, they assumed you were bilingual, and you are
They
not
assumed
bilingual.
I was, yeah.
And you are not bilingual.
I do not speak a language language.
I see. All right.
And that happened all through.
When you were raised, was it all English in your home?
Russian.
Russian. Oh, right. So you have Russian as well in your culture.
Yes.
Okay. How did you come to know about your culture, whether it be, Hispanic or Russian?
The first experience that I ever had was a 30-pound package delivered from San Quentin prison to my grammar school, because that was the only address my father had for me.
Mm.
And inside it was a lot of Aztec stuff, and a lot of Mexican culture, and a lot of tapestries and blankets, and a lot of books about Mexican culture and stuff like that. And then I always knew my last name was Latin in some kind of sense, but I'd never met my father up until that.
So was he a prisoner at San Quentin?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That must have been pretty hard for you.
Growing up without a father.
Right. Very difficult. Could you share me any stereotypes that you have heard about yourself or that people have said about you?
When you mean myself, I mean me personally, or
about your culture? Any stereotypes that you've heard?
Oh, we like to fight.
You've heard that you like to fight.
Yeah.
And that's true?
Yes,
You're saying it is. All right. All right.
We have hot tempers.
Do you fit this? Do you fit the stereotype?
Yeah.
You do. Okay. And what emotions are present for you when you are treated as though you are a stereotype? Say if it's not true, stereotype.
Because of my physical appearance and the color of my skin and the way I talk, I don't ever come across anybody automatically putting me in that group. They automatically assume that I'm Anglo.
Anglo, okay, and that's
not true.
It's not true, but that doesn't offend you in any way that you're not put in the. Okay, all right. Can you share with me? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you ask me these questions now? You have to ask, if you don't mind, ask me the same questions that I asked you, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
These questions at the bottom there.
Right.
About
here.
stereotypes. The stereotypes, yes.
Do you believe the stereotypes to be true?
Have I heard stereotypes about myself, about my culture? Yes, I have heard stereotypes about my culture. And do I believe if they're true?
Yeah. What stereotypes have you heard about your culture?
I think most about my culture that I've heard from how I was raised is that I would be stuck up, a snob. That's and I think probably for some people that the way I was raised would have come out across that way. Yes, I can see that.
Okay. Do you think you fit any of the stereotypes?
I don't think I fit that stereotype. No.
What emotions are present for you when you are treated as though you are the stereotype?
It upsets me. It brings up feelings of disappointment and some anger. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. From your point of view, what is the biggest difference between you and me?
Well, I come from a very poor neighborhood. I grew up eating government milk, government cheese, government bread. And I have the feeling that they don't have that in your neighborhood. So I think that's... What was the question again?
Yes, you are correct. From the point of view, what is the biggest difference between you and me?
Yeah, we didn't have like coming out or...
Okay. All right, so you came from an underprivileged community.
Yes.
Okay. From your point of view, what is the biggest similarity or similarities between us?
Well, we're both Americans. We both vote. We're both proud Americans. We like dogs. We like stuff that people like.
Right?
Like the beach, like movies. A lot of similarities. Like food.
Very many, yes.
I mean, just that basically all people, no matter what culture, no matter what background, pretty much like.
Right. Thank you for that. And if I were your therapist, what would you want for me to know, or how would you like for me to act that would make you feel comfortable?
Because in my culture, in my neighborhood, I am at a certain level of hierarchy, which is treated with very respectful. I want to be treated with that same amount of respect.
Yes.
As the males do in households, as
Isn't there a word for that?
machismo?
Machismo?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
You're not sure. Okay.
I'm sure there is, but I don't know.
Okay. And as we close, if there was one moment that made you feel less comfortable, can you share what that was and why you felt some discomfort?
That's comfortable interviewing with you?
Yes.
I guess explaining things about my culture that you just won't understand. I mean, you don't know what it's like to get a 30-pound prison package or a 50-pound prison package, or you don't understand that. That's not your way of life.
That's correct, that I would not understand what that is like.
But, I mean, yeah, that's about it.
Finally, what could I have done differently to help you feel more comfortable?
I think just expressing your own opinions and your own feelings freely. Don't hold anything back. You know, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know.
Of course. All right, thank you, Mr. Estrada. Thank you very much for being a part of this interview today.
You're welcome.